Tools are where the real work happens. Tools let agent take actions like fetching data, running code, calling external APIs, and even using a computer. Now, because we are using OpenAI Agent SDK, so there are three classes of tools in this OpenAI Agent SDK. The first one is hosted tools, another one is function tool, and the third one is agent as tools. So let us see each one of them. So the first one is hosted tools. OpenAI provides some hosted tools. These are the current hosted tool set from OpenAI. Of course, this list will keep on growing. So currently it supports web search tool, file search tool, computer tool, code interpreter tool, hosted MCP tool, image generation tool, and local cell tool. In our example, we are going to use one web search tool, which is the hosted tool from OpenAI. Now here, if you see the agent code, now to include the tool in your agent, here is the tool configuration. So you need to configure this tool parameter inside your agent and give the tool name in the list. Now here we are using the hosted tool. So this is how you provide the list of tool in your tools parameter. Now to use this tool, we need to import this tool from the agent library. And the rest of the configurations are the same. Now here, the name of our agent is web researcher, and the instructions are like you can browse the web when a question requires up to date info or citations. Use the web browser tool and include the source you used. Now let us run this. Now here, what is expected is that here the user question is, what is new in RAG evaluation in the last 3 months? And cite sources. So now for this user query or question, it is expected that this agent will do a web search using OpenAI web search tool, which is a hosted tool, and bring the response. Now, if you see the response generated by the model or the agent, now in the instruction, we have also mentioned that cite the sources. That means the URL. Now let us see the results. So now it is saying Amazon Bedrock enhanced RAG evaluation capabilities. So it has got this information. Now let us see the source from where it has got this information. It should tell the URL of. So this is okay. So this is the AWS Amazon website from where it has got that information. Similarly, for all other sources, it has also cited the source information, which is the corresponding URL. So this agent is also working as expected. Now, the hosted tool may not be enough and may not fulfill all your requirement, and therefore there is a function tools. Now, you can use any Python function as a tool. The Agent SDK will set up the tool automatically for you. So the name of the tool will be the name of the Python function. For example, say here I have this function, which is time now, and the job of this function is to return the timestamp. So here is the function definition, says return current UTC time in ISO format. So the name of the tool, which is this time_now, will be the name of the Python function. Okay, so this is the name of the Python function, and that is going to be the name of the tool. And tool descriptions will be taken from the doc string. So the doc string, which is here, so this is the doc string. When you embed a string into this triple quote, it becomes the doc string. So tool description will be taken from the doc string of the function, because the LLM will refer this doc string to understand the function behavior or what this function is supposed to do. The schema for the function inputs is automatically created from the function's argument. Descriptions for each input are taken from the doc string of the function unless disabled. Agents become powerful when they can act. So let us explain a tiny Python function, time now. This decorator turns a plain Python function like this into an LLM callable tool. So this time now function, because we have added this decorator, now become a callable tool. Now inside our agent, we need to include this tool through this tool parameter. So the tools considers a list of tool sets. So here we are just defining one tool and telling our agent that this is the tool available for you. So, and we are providing the instructions as if asked for a current time, call the time now tool once and answer briefly. Now, if somebody is asking what is the current time, then as per this agent definition, it should call this tool time now, execute this function, get the result, and then display the result to the user. Now let us run this piece of the code. So now it is saying the current time is 14:59 UTC on October 16, 2025. So this agent is able to call this time now tool and display the current time. Now the third class of tool in OpenAI Agent SDK is Agents as tool. This allows you to convert an agent as tool. Now here, if you see, we have two agents. One is Spanish agent, where the instruction given to this Spanish agent is to translate the user's message to Spanish, return only the translated text. And then the second agent we have is French agent, where the instruction given is that translate the user's message to French, return only the translated text. So these are the two agents. Now we are defining a third agent, which is orchestrator agent. Now orchestrator agent will call the worker agent as tools. So these two agents, which are a worker agent, they will act as a tool for this orchestrator agent. Now the orchestrator agent, if you see the instruction, it says that you are a translation router, decide which language is requested and call the matching tool. To translate, call the tool with a single string argument named input equal to the user's message. After the tool finishes, return only the translated text. If the user asks for multiple languages, call multiple tools and label each result. In this orchestrator agent or routing agent, this is where now we are configuring our tools. Now, if you see here, this tools configuration, here we are using these agents, helper agents as tool. So Spanish underscore agent dot as tool and French underscore agent dot as tool. So these agents or the helper agents will be used as a tool in this orchestrator agent. For this user query, say hello, how are you in Spanish. This orchestrator agent or the router agent will call the Spanish agent as tool and get this job done. All right. Now there is something called control tool behavior. Stop on tool versus run LLM again. Now here what happens when you make a tool call, do we want the model to run again and synthesize a nice sentence, or do we want to stop immediately and return the tool's raw output as is as an output? So this is where the tool underscore use underscore behavior is used. Now the default is run tool result with LLM again. So if you do not set this parameter here, then the default behavior is that when the tool call is made and whatever response this tool returns, that response is sent to the LLM and then LLM synthesizes that result and then it generates the final outcome. But if you want that, if you want to send or present the tool output as is as a response of this agent, then what you can do, you can set this parameter as stop at tools. Now, when you set this parameter stop at tools, and then you provide the tool name, then what happens when for this user query, what is the time now? When this tool will be called, this time now tool will be called, and this time now tool will generate the response. It will return the timestamp. Then this agent will return the timestamp directly, and it will not send the timestamp to the LLM, and the LLM will not then further synthesize your response to make it more user friendly. So for example, let us run this agent, and if you see here, the output of this agent is just the timestamp, which is the output of this tool call.
This video is part of my course Mastering AI Agent using OpenAI Agent SDK, the course which I have published on Udemy. The link of that course is available in the description. So if you are interested, please follow the link and get your certification done.